Hi, welcome. This is the energy for today, June 28th. I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is the energy for today, June 28th? What does the viewer need to see and hear? Walking away, okay? Could be walking away from something difficult. I feel like it's a positive move, though. It definitely brings you balance with the yin and yang. It's something that balances out your energy. It brings you stability and strength. Healer of ages, so it's like you're listening to your intuition. You've healed about something, really letting go of attachments. So I feel like you've healed and are releasing some form of attachments as far as like codependency, perhaps maybe holding yourself back from success. I do feel like this is something that there's a strong pull for you to move forward. And like I said, it's not a negative thing. It's something that's positive. It brings you like a sense of peace and definitely moving to the right direction. I do feel like it's like a spiritual kind of shift for you, but it definitely brings you stability and strength as far as balancing out your energies. With the healer of ages, I do feel like this is something where you're having that balance, and you're really feeling emotions and like really vibrating on a higher level, as far as your inner core, releasing some kind of stuff. Because with the attachment right next to it, it's like it is something that you've changed. Perhaps maybe you're trying to change this. For some of you, I feel like you have made that change, but I feel that some of you might still be working on it. But it's like spirit is calling you. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to have mistakes happen. Don't look back. Really don't look back, and just keep going. And I do feel like you're being guided to it, as far as your higher self and your inner core, and just really releasing attachments. Because, see, I feel like with the attachment card, you could have been wearing a mask. Either this is you that been wearing a mask, or someone in your environment that's been wearing a mask and not being really honest and truthful. But I feel it's like not being truthful to yourself. And so this is something that is really sparking up some sort of some sort of passion inside of you, as far as clearing up your energies and becoming balanced in that masculine feminine energy that brings you to a higher vibration. And it also it's like you've been enlightened as far as to let go of misconceptions from this world, maybe wearing that mask, maybe having someone else hold you back. But I love it, because I do feel like you're walking away, and I do feel like it's something positive. So like you've done some kind of healing, okay? So let's clarify these for you. Please clarify walking away. Okay, so with the walking away, let's see here. The Knight of Discs, the King of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so see, look at this. This is something that it's taken you some time to really to grasp and to mature into. Perhaps this was an idea that you've had for some time. I feel like this is something that you've been really wanting to take a leap at, okay, to move forward. So it's something that's taking you quite a bit of time. It's in a sense, it's like you've grown spiritually, and you have this intuition that is just, it's massive right now, and it's really surging you to move forward, okay? And the Knight of Discs is definitely an offer coming in for you, which it is a long-term offer. It could be an offer of an employment. It could be an offer of love. Definitely could be an offer of love, because of the Six of Cups came out with it as well. And it does speak of returning to something that is happier. So maybe if you're out there looking for that job, you might get that offer this week, today, tomorrow, I think Monday. So, but I feel like this is something that's been heading your way, and it's taken some time. With the King of Swords, this is really wanting to take action. Take action on having this happy home, happy life. It's like you're being drawn to it. In a sense, it's like a rebirth coming back for you. to really have a happiness. It's like you might have in your past let go of something that was truly happy. You might have overlooked something that you thought maybe wasn't real, or maybe you thought you were seeing delusions in a commitment or a relationship, or perhaps a business venture that you were in. But it's like, in a sense, you've got some kind of clarity with the King of Swords. This is clarity. This is having truth. This is really having the passion to move forward with your new knowledge. You have new knowledge in you, and it's giving you growth. And like, I feel like you just sort of are bursting. You're just like bursting, and you just want to explode with new life, new something new. Okay, very positive. And definitely with the Ten of Cups, it's like that happy home that you've been seeking. So perhaps maybe you've been really focusing on having this happy life with someone in that happy home. And I do feel like you know who it's with. Definitely, Six of Cups is, it could be a soulmate. It's like it could be something that's just bringing you together through spirit. But this is also something that you could have known a person in the past. It could be a situation as far as a happier, easier time, but it does depict like a soulmate, returning to some love, really something that makes you happy. And I feel like there's some kind of clarity as far as walking away. So maybe you're walking away. Perhaps you're walking away from an old relationship. Perhaps you're walking away from being attached to having some kind of despair, something where, maybe there was some lies. Because the swords, definitely, this King of Swords, it's about truth. It's about authority. It's judgment. It's like, taking action and having truth. So maybe you're feeling somewhat bad because in the past you could have done someone dirty and left them in the cold, really. But I feel like you want to return and really like clean the slate and make it clean, start over again. Okay, and it's taken a long time to release any kind of hurt that you've caused yourself or you've caused another. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's see this. Clarify the yin and yang. Card 22. What does this mean for the viewer? Card 22. Energy of today, June 28th. I feel like, you definitely need to return to something and, like, set things straight, if that makes sense. If it's not like a relationship kind of love thing for you, it could be that you're just setting something straight. Something that you might have done wrong to somebody in the past, but you need to come back. It's like you need to return and give some kind of closure or some kind of truth to a situation, okay? Whether it be love or family or something like this. But with the yin and yang, what came out for yin and yang is the King of Cups and the Six of Discs. So this brings balance to you. Whatever you've been healing from, whatever you've been releasing, whether it's given into your emotion now, like you could have been holding back your emotion, and now with the King of Cups, you're full of emotion, you're full of passion, you're like you're ready to take that role and be this King of Cups where you're like illuminating like with love and emotion and positivity. But I feel like because the King of Cups, they do love. They love you. They have this embodied energy of loving you, but they don't always voice it. See, sometimes you withhold it. Sometimes they withhold it. But with the King of Swords, I feel like this energy is saying, okay, you need to not only show it, but you need to voice it. So I do feel like there's something that was withheld from you, something that needs to come back and really set straight, okay? Really being vulnerable and just being able to take this emotional side of you and letting it come out, which brings you to this balance. I mean, it's beautiful because this is balance and this is balance. And so perhaps this is something you've been working on, because with the healer, it's like you've taken some time to heal, okay? And your vibration at this point It's very high, which definitely is saying that you're gonna get whatever you've been wanting, because the Six of Discs brings you that balance. Okay, definitely working on the masculine and the feminine energies, which bring you balance, and it really denotes that it's time for you to get what you've been working on. So I do feel like it's time for you guys to start really like reaping what you sow, whatever seeds you planted, whatever you've been waiting for them to grow. I feel like this is coming in. That's what the Six of Discs is telling me. It's like it's finally now going to come in. Whatever you've been working at, whether it be a business or a love relationship, or maybe returning to someone and apologizing to them. By you doing that, it's like you bring balance, and then you start reaping your rewards. It's like giving. You have to give, and giving is not always about money, guys. It could be the simplest kind of thing of conversation, being honest with somebody, sitting down and taking time with people. That's reaping what you sow. So it's like, I feel like once you do this, once you come back, and whether you need to apologize to someone or someone needs to apologize to you, this balances out your energy and it brings you to where you're healed, like a high vibrating kind of energy. Okay. Please clarify card 51, Healer of Ages. What does this mean for the viewer? Okay. So the World and the Five of Wands. You see, yes. Okay, the World, definitely something that Spirit is really watching out for you. There's a rebirth sense here. Letting go of anything negative and really allowing yourself to flow smoothly and to start a new beginning for yourself. With the Five of Wands, yeah, you've had some hard stuff go on in your life. You've had a lot of hard stuff, whether it be from opposing energies like your families, maybe some friends, maybe a love interest. It's like they've caused you to really close up and really feel like, like you've lost a sense of yourself. But with the World, it's telling you, you're really fighting. You're fighting for that change. You're fighting to regain your strength, you see? And you're cutting through all the darkness. You're cutting through the darkness and coming out from the dark. Finding yourself, giving a rebirth to yourself, okay? That's what the Healer is doing. It's like, it's sparking this kind of energy in your heart, like where you can feel things where in the past you haven't been able to feel stuff. You've been numb. You've really been numb. Gosh, yeah. But now it's like something's changing. Something is evolving for you. You're finding your strength. You're leaving stuff behind, and you're giving yourself a new cycle, a rebirth. Okay, it's all spiritually driven, guys. It's like you're softening up yourself to spirit, and I feel like this has taken quite some time. This has been a hard lesson to learn, to really follow your intuition and to really be strong within yourself and have spirituality. Maybe you haven't had spirituality in your past. Spirituality is not a religion. Spirituality is feeling God and spirit in you, because you are one with the Creator. We're all one. We're all connected. That's what a collective energy is. We're all connected. And I feel like this has been a big lesson learned, where you're leaving some kind of materialistic stuff and becoming more spiritual. Very beautiful, and it brings you to a really high vibration. Okay, and then let's clarify this card 5, attachment. What is this attachment, please? Clarify, what does this mean for the viewer? Attachment, please. Clarify attachment. Okay, so there's movement. See the Chariot? There's a movement towards getting out of these illusions, these. If someone's holding you back, see how she's tied to this pole. But goodness, it's like you can get away from this, okay? And it's a change. It's like you're with the Chariot. It's definitely speaking about balancing out your energies, okay? You're the driver. You take control of your life. If someone is holding you back, it's because you allow it, okay? So you got to get your mind frame like your mindset, your mind frame set on really servicing yourself, not servicing others. Like, but I feel like this is definitely a motion out of it. It's like your heart is finally turned on. You've been numb to something. You've let others control you. You've let situations control you, and it's really kept you in darkness for some time now. And I feel like the chariot is telling you, take back control of your life. Be the rider, the driver. When you drive, it's like you're the one in control, and really it's asking you to stay on course. Okay, so really moving out of this attachment. And the Ace of Wands really having that rebirth, having that passion, having that strength. See, trying to come out of darkness. You're trying to come out of the darkness, and you're almost there. It's like you're regaining your strength. You're having a rebirth. Definitely feeling emotion, and definitely wanting somebody to know, having clarity, moving towards communication. With the Page of Swords, this is a renewal. This is, I feel you need to apologize for whatever you've done wrong. You need to come out and be clean, and apologize for something, converse about something. And this could be coming for you, because remember, it started off with the Knight of Disc, and this is definitely where it's an offer. It's something, maybe it's an offer to have a conversation, and really expose, be raw, and expose the things that they've done wrong to you, or you have done wrong to them, whether it's family, whether it's a love relationship, maybe it's a friend relationship, whatever it is for you. You need to let it go, because it's holding you back. It's holding you back from really expanding and having that rebirth, because you really want to go back to something. With the Six of Cups is returning. It's returning to something that is more simpler, happy, definitely returning to a love. And so really, I do feel like this needs to happen, because you have clarity now and you're feeling emotion. You're definitely feeling emotion with the Four of Cups. It's like you've had your time to really contemplate your life, contemplate this situation, take action on it now. It's like they're telling you, take the action, be the driver. Okay, and these are major arcanas that came out for you guys. So Spirit is really forcing you, it's really pushing you to move forward. And I feel that if you don't get a message from someone, it could be that you need to make a message, get that message to someone. Okay, but let's see this. Do I want to clarify anything? Because I feel like they're very explanatory today. Yeah, I feel like you just got to regain strength, whether this be you or your counterpart, to make the right move. Okay, like move to the right direction is what I'm trying to say. Okay, please clarify, or please conclude this energy for today for the viewer. Oh my goodness, look at that, guys. What I'm telling you, somebody wants to come back to you, but they're really tied up in their head. But I feel like that they're moving out of this, where they're not, where they're frozen in time and they can't move because whatever dirty they did to you. Or maybe they let you go prematurely or something like this. But see, they're coming back and they're taking charge to come back to you. This is the Two of Cups. This is making a choice to be with the right partnership. This is, if it's not love, this is choosing to go back to something like, if you're changing careers, if you're moving from a different kind of job, something like this, it brings you back to happiness, and it's a new partnership. But I definitely feel that for some of you, it's love, and I feel like someone did you dirty in the past, maybe, like I said, prematurely let you go. And this is like truth and clarity coming in for you. I feel like there's needs to be some kind of conversation, and just be raw and vulnerable and expose everything in order to release that attachment. Because with that attachment, there's something there that it ties you together, and it needs to either it needs to be out in the open. Okay, because if it's not out in the open, it's going to keep eating at you. Okay, whether this is you or your love interest. And see, yeah, Ace of Swords at the bottom, so there's truth. See, Ace of Swords is beautiful. It's an ending, but it's also a beginning. So it's like ending the BS, okay? Being truthful so you can move forward and start fresh. I love the Ace of Swords, okay? It's not always an ending. And there you go. Victory, guys. I love it. Let me know what you think. Have a great day.